Hello, my friends. Welcome to my talk on living wisdom. Today's topic is restore anger to its due respect. I'm Dr. Kinderlin, a professor and a psychologist. The reason today I want to talk about anger, it is because anger is the most misunderstood emotion. I remember in 1989, when I was away from my home country, Taiwan, for 25 years, for a long time, I went back to teach in college and university. And I live in Taiwan in the city. And whenever I went out in the street, in the store, I always see a lot of billboard or sign display this, this one, 莫生气. Mainly is telling people not to get angry. They was saying you get angry, you are going to destroy your relationship with any people around you, and you end up you ruin your life. So we should always not to get angry with anybody. And I was so shocked to see this billboard signs, and it is strike to my heart, especially after I uh, come back to Taiwan and I want to do something about it. I did do something about it in 1989 when I was teaching at a college to the college student. I mainly teach them how to express their emotions and build a good relationship with other people. And one of the basic emotion I teach is exactly how to express angry feeling. And apparently I may not have a good impact in the society or in even though my students enjoy my teaching, but somehow the whole society, their view toward anger still have that much change. Right now, even the year 20 and 22, I'm sitting down here because I was stuck by the COVID-19, but I get to watch all the YouTube program, and there are some good program in the YouTube, and they also talk about angry feeling. For example, in the picture here I show, there's all these famous presenters. They are really famous in their speciality, but they are telling people not to express angry feeling too. Why in year 2022 still telling the people not to express angry feeling? Even say you express angry feeling, you might look stupid to others, or you bring out your anger feeling from your heart outside, it might hurt other people. So I was listening to all this teaching from the videotape. I was shocked, and I feel really human being did not move very much in terms of handling their emotion. And I feel this mainly people do not really recognize the real value, the real uh, uh, asset of anger feeling. And that's why today I like to talk about this angry feeling. And restore angry is back. Give him his due respect. I spent some time to give it a deep thought about actually what happened to the anger, why it is so much misunderstood about this emotion. And I find out basically is this, because people at the beginning always advertise not to express anger feeling. And when you don't express your anger feeling, that means you repress your anger feeling. And then when you repress your anger feeling, that anger feeling could turn into hatred, hostility, and it may even cause you some mental illness such as agitated depression. Therefore, when your anger become being repressed, this anger, you bring it out, then you likely to going to hurt somebody. That's why they all talk about not to express your angry feeling. This sounds like catch-22, but it's not. It's basically because you did not express your angry feeling right as it happened. Therefore, you repress them. And when you repress inside your mind, in your heart, at that time, I agree, you do not express your angry feeling. Your angry already repressed into hostility and hatred. Then it's your final way to relieve your angry feeling, not to express. So there's an important point for you to realize when to express angry feeling, when not express angry feeling. Really, in your daily life, when you have anger and you don't express them, it really can affect your life, in your daily life. I just simply right now give you two clinical cases. One is Miss Hearing Voice telling me to kill myself. Another one is Miss don't want to lose face. And this is my clinical cases I simply to illustrate to you at this point. Miss Hearing Voice is age 30, divorced, and has been hospitalized for past 10 years. And every time he was hospitalized, always because of he attempted suicide. And the reason is he was have this kind of problem simply because when he was 18, 19 years old, during the Christmas night, his parents went out of the house and called back, say, honey, we won't be go back tonight for Christmas. And she was really angry at that time on that night, and she cut her wrist, tried to kill herself. And from this incident, you can see it turned into a passive aggressive for the rest of her life. And that's why she attempted 10 times, every time try to kill herself. And if you don't express your feeling, that's what you got, hurt to yourself. Another one, Miss don't want to lose face, same thing. And whenever her mother tell her you are drinking too much, and she doesn't know how to deal with her mother, and she get mad, angry inside her heart, and walk out of the house. So she is by walking out of the situation, did not express her anger to her mother. And in that way, she become very kind of very timid. Every time when we deal with any situation, very likely she approach is just walk away from the situation. And during the treatment in our facility, Whenever I will ask her, do this, do that, she always say, I want to go home. You can see, when you don't express your anger feeling directly at the right time, it can have a undesirable impact on your daily life. Therefore, we have to really understand, take a really straight look at the anger, what anger is all about. And you can see in my picture here, anger is nothing just between I and you stick his nose into his eye, therefore I should be get angry at you. So anger is really occur at the time when there's an invasion. Somebody invade you, put some harm on you. Because in our daily life, very early from uh, Hippocratic oath, always say we human beings, the best is do no harm. So when we do harm to some other people is going to be angry at you. So anger is really a really normal emotion. Normal, I want to repeat, a really normal emotion. And we should not repress them. We should not repress anger. We should really know how to express them right on the spot. So to express anger is very simple. Just when it happens right on the spot, you express them. You tell the intruder about your angry feeling, how it hurt you, how you don't like it, and you like him to stop his behavior. That's all. When you talk it, you will serious voice and show you are very firm in your positions. Same like this alligator, this elephant stick his nose, he just bite his nose without any question. And that exactly what is expression angry is all about. Let the people know other intruder should not hurt you and produce harm on you. Start from here. Let me give you 3 examples about expressing anger feeling on the spot. And the first one, when Jane was going to bed and lying for sleep, her husband asked her, get up and bring him a cup of coffee. She expressed anger feeling to him right on the spot. Let's see how she do that. Her husband said, Jane, get up. Get a cup of water for me, please. Uh, what? I'm in bed now, Jane said. Husband, yes, please, I'm very thirsty. Jane, if I get up now, I won't be able to have a good sleep. I'll get mad. You keep trying. Husband, if that's the case. I want water. I won't want water anymore. Jane, that's totally up to you. Be remember not to bother me again. You see me coming to bed want to sleep. You say, okay. Well, you see, very simple. Jane just expressed anger to her husband, try to give her the extra work to do when she want to go to bed. And is she able to do that? I think on that night he can sleep very good. And if she don't do that, if she forced by her husband to get up to get the water and have an anger feeling on her in her head, I think that night she will not able to sleep. Or you can see you right away explain a high angry right on the spot. It is pretty soon, two of you straight a line, and her husband understand, do not push it for her further, do not bother her again. Okay, the second example, Miss Nin was in class teaching. She saw James kept talking to the one next to him. Well, she expressed angry anger to him right there. Let's see how she expressed. Okay, and this teacher said, James, I saw you kept talking to John. James said, no, I just talked. I just asked him what he want to do this coming Sunday. Teacher, now we are in session. It's not the time to discuss other matter. James, but I did not bother other. Miss Lin, teacher, you kept talking to John and he won't be able to pay attention to my teaching. James, if that's the case, it should be all right for me to talk to myself. And Miss Lin, teacher, no, you still bother others and me too. You do that. James, okay, I'll be just shut up myself up. You can see this teacher expressed angry feeling to James. James recognized it's his mistake. He should not talk while the teacher is teaching. So he recognized and accept and will shut himself up. You see, James do not express her angry feeling right on the class, and let the James keep talking. I think she will be in big trouble because she will not able to have a class peacefully on that classroom. And later on, even out of the teaching, when she come back home, she might be still angry herself for not able to express angry to the student. But she was able to do that. You can see she had a smooth day on the teaching. The third example is when David saw her neighbor bring up a garbage bag and put it on the fire lane, and he expressed angry to him right there. Let's see how he do that. Gary, how come you put your garbage back here? Here isn't your home. Does that bother you? Yes. Here is our community fire lane. I just leave it here for the time being. Garbage men will come and pick it up tomorrow. I don't think you should leave it here. You have to take it back. Just let me leave it here this time. No, that's not right. If the fire lane is not clear, it can have trouble anytime. You are so sure about it, I'll just take it home. Thank you for your understanding. You see, in this example, David was able to express anger right on the spot, so two of them have no misunderstanding in between the two. So this is really important too, because you don't express anger feeling, and David don't express it, he might keep that unhappy feeling in his heart all the time, and every day he see Gary might have generally some kind of hostility or hatred or unhappy, whatever it is. This unhappy feeling can get worse. So you express your anger feeling right on the spot, you let it go, you have an easy life. So you can see how important to express anger feeling right on the spot. When above three examples, you can see expressing anger is really simple. You just want to get the invader's respect. And two are you express angry feeling, you and another person, the intruder, you two return back to your original position. That is, this line is straight between you and another person. Because other person is not stick his nose into your territory space anymore. He put his nose back. So express anger really is very simple. It's not to fight, but it's not to keep quiet either. All you're doing is just smooth out the line between you and another person and get invest the respect of you. Up to this point, you got to agree with me that anger is the most misunderstood emotion in the past. People downgrade angry feeling and openly tell the people not to expression and ask you to repress your angry feeling, and in that way did not do a good purpose to your life. You know how to express your angry feeling at the right time and right place. You really can gain the respect from the intruder. So it's nothing wrong to express your angry feeling. The most important part, you got to learn how to express it at the right time and the right place. And this is the whole purpose of my today's presentation. And I really impressed and very proud of Ukraine when Russia invaded them this year in February. They were able to stand up themselves and find a way to deal with the intruder. And I really feel Ukraine did a very well in expressing their angry feeling toward the invader and give him a due respect. Same night, whenever in the street I saw a police line, when there's a crime happen, in my heart, I always say to myself, go crime victim, or I can see the victim usually suffer some kind of harm from the intruder, and they need to learn how to express their angry feeling or find a way to get the justice served. So it is the time for us to restore anger to its due respect. I'm glad, and let me here do a little bit small advertising. I have been writing a book called Winning Between You and I. And in this book, there's a whole chapter talk about expressing anger. And if you really want to know more about expressing angry feeling, please check on this book. My book is not just talk about angry feeling. It's covered also out in the personal relationship skill. And I enjoy this book and I'm proud of it. And really, you want to know more about expressing angry feeling, I think this is the book for you to look at. Thank you very much. And if you like what I presentation today, please share with your friends. Let them know about my video today. And even though you are not subscribed, I welcome you subscribe to my talk so I can see you next time again. Thank you very much.